Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Velen here from VST, Velen Speaks Tech.
So this is me speaking from a few years ago. In fact, I decided to revisit this video because I released it 3 years ago and I titled the video 15 features that Samsung removed in the S21 series. And this is when the S21 series was just released, guys. And it's not that a lot of the things are the same, but some of the things are the same. Some more features are removed. And I just want to get a reminder of the things that we had in the Samsung S series phones. All right. So the very first, very obvious thing apparently is the missing charger.
So this year when Samsung had the Impact event and they presented the Samsung Galaxy S21 series, we have been made aware that the S21 series will not really come with a charging brick, right? So we can really say goodbye to the charging brick. And actually Samsung were really following the footsteps of Apple, which did the exact same thing when Apple presented.
All right, so a few years ago, everybody lost the charging cable as well, which is kind of a bummer, but it wasn't only the charger that was in the box, right? Check number 2, no headphones.
Right now, I have one question, guys. All of you, like me, probably are selling your phones after you don't want to use them anymore in the second-hand market. So you will include the charger, the cable, you include also the headphone, and of course the packaging. So that's why I'm not really buying the whole story with reusing all these accessories, because
there were years where apparently you also would get headphones, right? So no charger, no headphones anymore. Okay, and then, I mean, because there are no headphones, the reason is there wasn't any headphone jack, so yeah, Samsung removed that too, as Apple did as well.
Box. And this immediately guides me to the third thing that actually Samsung removed. There is no headphone jack at all, right? So this here is the S9, guys, and here, just right to the charging port, we have the headphone jack.
So this is, by the way, my S9. I still do own it. It's a Japanese version, and yes, it has the Snapdragon CPU inside. So no headphone jack apparently, but the headphone jack wasn't the only thing they removed. Take a look, right? We had other things.
And yes, the previous generation S20 series also were lacking the headphone jack. We are going right now to our fourth topic. And the fourth topic is actually
number 4.
Removal of the iris scanner.
All right.
Yes, actually Samsung had an iris scanner, right? Let me just show you guys something. When you take the S21 and you go into the face recognition, you can open the biometric security and you can actually register your face. We have the front camera here, you can register your face every time you... There is also an iris scanner that is built inside the phone. So
on the
S9.
S9.
Iris scanner has been introduced on the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. It uses your biometric information over your irises to identify you, right?
So we had the iris scanner on the 8 series, the 9 series, and even people like Linus from LTT, he used that thing for years, and it really worked. So at some point, this thing was also removed.
So it's not only your face, it scans your eyes and your iris. It uses biometric information over your irises every time you want to unlock the phone. So it's just not your face, also your irises. And we also know that there are no two irises are alike, which pretty much means that it's very hard to replicate, right? The iris scanner also continued on the S9 and we did also on the Galaxy Note 9. And then boom,
that's
at
it.
some point, starting from S10, it just disappeared.
And some other things,
and
guys.
Speaking about things that disappeared,
more things.
To number 5.
All right,
so
I kind of like the way I did it there.
The removal of the heart rate.
So
you might be scratching.
Now pay attention to what I have on the back of my S9.
Scratching your head already and just asking yourself, hey, what is VST telling us? Really, the Samsung phones, they had a heart rate sensor?
Yeah, oh, they do. They did.
That's the S9. Here on the back.
Oh, and my S9 is still intact because remember, this thing fell from the 7th floor and survived. Of course, the whole back is cracked, but I still have it and it works. So this thing here that you see, guys, is an optical HR scanner.
Below the flashlight, we have an HR sensor, all right? And let me show how this works.
Okay, a short demo for you to just see. It was built in the phone,
Scroll
guys.
down a bit.
All right.
Go to heart rate.
You go to heart rate.
Measure here. Place your finger on the sensor.
That's it, guys.
See what happens? Boom. Is the red light really from the...
Now we have these things here in the watches, or let's say them rings that we wear. But it was another feature that Samsung removed. And yeah, I mean, the list just goes on. There is something else you need to know.
Is actually the removal of the blood oxygen.
Yeah, SpO2 was also part of the package, right? So having the sensor on the back, you'll be able to measure your SpO2. And I really hope that I'm showing this in the video.
Or the so-called and very famous right now due to the COVID situation, SpO2 measurement, right? And Samsung actually did remove that from the health application. So starting from the health application 6.5, you cannot find here an individual SpO2 measurement. They let us know that you have to do your stress measurement, and then inside you'll be able to find information on your blood oxygen levels. But hey, it is still accessible with some other tools. Let me show you. When you open the Fidji one, log in inside the Fidji application, go here, and then you can see there is also
blood oxygen, all right?
Now you need to first
SpO2.
calibrate it, but then when you hit here check and you put your finger,
And you see, by the way, guys, you see this is not the same sensor that's used for the HR, right? It's also different color. I'm even also not sure how really accurate and reliable this thing was, but it was there on the phone, right?
we see that we have not only the red sensor, which is actually the HR, but also the blue or the white one, which is in fact performing the blood oxygen measure.
Yeah.
84.
And if you wait enough, it's going to give you like all the information. So the SpO2 97 is there, the hardware as well. So yeah, it was there. And then remember, guys, Samsung introduced a cool feature with the 9 series, the dual aperture, the physical one. This is gone as well from Samsung phones, right? Physical dual aperture. But then it was brought back by Huawei, by Xiaomi, but not by Samsung. All right.
Monitor. Again, gone from the recent versions of the Galaxy. The next step is going to be a very interesting one, and I promise you
Take a look here.
Transition to the camera domain. So step number 7 is the removal of the dual aperture. And we need to understand a bit more here. What is a dual aperture? It is a rear camera feature that was actually introduced for the first.
So it was a physical aperture, guys. Like we have two sizes, a bigger one and also a smaller one, and you can see these things changing when I'm pushing it.
The Galaxy S9, the S9 Plus, and also the Galaxy Note 9. So actually, those phones, guys, the cameras on the back, they had these two f-stop modes. So you can go with f1.5 and f2.4, which actually is different size of aperture, right? The dual aperture camera automatically adjusts to the ambient light, pretty much works like a human eye. And I can just show you guys, right now we have the f1.5. If I click here, I can change it to f2.4, and you can just see I'm capturing even less light. So f1.5 a bit brighter. When I switch to f2.4, it's gonna get even dark. And we can actually physically see, it really happens here, the magic happens here.
All right, now pay attention, guys. I think this is important. Eh?
So I can just show you guys, right now this is the f2.4. I can just go to f1.5. Right now it is
all right, you can see a small aperture and then a bigger aperture. And you know, the fun story is, yeah, we're even not yet there. So apparently also no WQHD display. All right, credit to Samsung, they fixed that one, they brought it back, I guess, but the S21 back in the days, not the Ultra one, didn't really have that one. So no micro SD slot was also a thing. Like micro SD was a thing, but it was removed from the industry to just push on buying more internal storage, and of course them cloud offers. So okay, I think everybody's doing this. There was also no optical zoom in them phones, all right, in S21. And guys, yeah, no dedicated hardware button to just get, let's say, the big speed. But this button was also a remappable one, so you could have probably also used it for other things.
S21. So let me just change here gears. Boom. It is actually the Bixby button. It's right here, right?
Yeah.
And I know people...
You can just use this button for something else. This thing was also removed. And now something, guys, that a lot of us do miss. No LED notification light.
So just take a look at the phone. See what I'm doing right now.
All right.
And now wait. All right. This phone received the message. We have the Edge Lightning.
Edge Lightning. We do have...
Yeah, but what is this? Yeah. You are right. The number 12 is removal of the LED
also no LED notification.
People
right,
really
no screen edges was also a thing there. This is something that I'm not sure if this really made its way back, but no magnetic secure transmission SMT support. And this was kind of supported back in the days.
But
let's see.
It is the reality. So apparently the S20 series do not support the MST for Samsung Pay. MST stands for Magnetic Secure Transmission. What does this mean? It means that the Samsung Galaxy S21 series doesn't support magnetic stripe technology, MST, which means that the Galaxy S21 owners should actually only use and rely on the NFC payment.
And the other thing was actually quite big. So apparently in S21, they also removed the Bluetooth N Plus support, and this is crucial. All right, this is crucial for people that do a lot of sports and want to wear external accessories. Why? Let's find out.
Please pause the video and let me know down below in the comments what you think this might be. I'm gonna wait a bit, okay? And I'll repeat this again because I do understand you're probably not familiar. So there is something called ANT. So what is this ANT Plus thing and why does it matter? Let me explain. ANT Plus is a wireless technology that allows your monitoring devices to to talk to each other, which means that you are a guy into sports and you're wearing a heart rate monitor around your chest. You can synchronize your heart rate monitor wirelessly over the Bluetooth with your phone because your phone supports ANC+. And this is the tricky part here because both phones are ANC capable. We have the S9 here, ANC capable, yes. S21 Plus, ANC capable, yes. But see here, guys, built-in ANC detected, yes. Here, built-in ANC detected.
Right, so guys, 15 things that were already removed. Some of those things brought back, like the WQHD display, and now we can add another thing on this list, and this is the Bluetoothless S Pen. So S Pen being a remote shutter, a remote tool, and also stylus now been only rendered to a stylus, so no more remote whatever gesture thing functionality. So yeah, this is it, guys. It's a sad story, but this is the reality, and I'm reporting, all right, also reminding you on what we used to have and how technology changed. So they removed the headphone jack to try to put more attention and to accelerate sales of the true wireless headphones. Then, guys, they removed the micro SD card so that we can buy on more storage tiers and cloud services. And you pretty much see how it's going. They removed the physical SIM card in some models where only eSIM is offered. So you see, like, instead of us getting more things on a phone, we do get less and less. But at the same time, of course, the camera systems evolve, so we get better cameras, we get more cameras. So it's kind of a trade-off, I would say. But let me know what you think down below in the comments. Stay safe, VST over, and bye.